Hello everyone, this is John Lamont with As the World Turns. Just joking. Oh, now that I'm a little dizzy. Just wanted to get your attention real quick and come to you guys and tell you a little story, right? So once upon a time in ancient times, there was this king, and he put this boulder in his main roadway, right? And he just sat back and he's gonna figure out like what's gonna happen. You know, I'm gonna put this out there. Let's see what my people do, right? So as people start to pass by, you know, he notices some of his wealthiest nobles are going by, and you know, they're throwing their nose up in the air, and they can't believe that the king's letting his roads get this bad. You know, and some of the government officials and some of the wealthiest folks in the land, they're all crossing by and they're saying the same thing. What's going on here? Some of these guys are even criticizing the king for not keeping his roadways clean, for not making the pathways easy to walk down, right? Finally, as he's sitting there a few hours, he notices this peasant, right? This guy, you know, he's in his work clothes. He's carrying a wagon behind him. He's got his vegetables, he's got his tools, everything's in this wagon behind him, and he's carrying a heavy load, right? And you can tell this guy's been working really, really hard. And so as he pulls this wagon up the path, the boulder's in the roadway. He needs the roadway to make a living, right? So he takes the time, he sets his wagon down, he puts down his load, and then he goes and starts to move the boulder. Not only does he see the problem, but he understands how the problem can be solved, and he starts to take action to solve that problem. So he's taking time and he's pushing. The boulder's moving just barely an inch here, an inch there. All of a sudden, you know, he gets a little bit of momentum. You know, after a little while, he finally succeeds at his task, and he's excited that he got the boulder out of his way, and now he can pick back up his load and move forward. He can continue on the path that he thought he was supposed to be on. All right, so he goes and picks back up his wagon full of food and tools and whatnot, and he starts to walk along. Well, as he looks down where the boulder was, there's this satchel, there's this purse, and he starts to open it up. And as he opens this purse up, he finds that it's just stacked full of gold. Payday that this guy's never seen before, right? And so he's ecstatic. And so all of a sudden, you know, he's starting to go through the gold, and he notices there's a note from the king, and he says, whoever removes the boulder from this path is granted this reward, right? And so this peasant learns what many of us will never learn. And what that ultimately is that within every obstacle that lies in our path, there's opportunity waiting, folks. Every challenge is put in front of us, every piece of effort that we put to overcome a challenge, that is not effort wasted. The universe will validate the work that you're putting in. If you are using your force for a good cause, for the greater good, if you're doing something that helps people more than yourself, if your goal is not strictly for yourself and it is for the greater good, that opportunity is going to pay. So get out there, remove those boulders from your path, and go collect yours, folks. Have a great night.